Alright, can everybody hear me? All good? Alright, let's get this started here. Alright, you can hear me? That's awesome. Alright. So this is going to be a live stream multiplayer gameplay. So if for any reason you do want to play, and you do have FS22, let me know down in the chat. Alright, I just need to find where I want to set up the first land app. And I think this one right here would be good. Yeah, so I want to start the series as playing with subscribers. Let's see, where am I at? Yep. Oh, we own that one already. Let's see here. Let me sell that one and buy this one. All right, Jeffers, you got FS22? Yeah, like I said, I just starting this so I can play with you guys as subscribers. And No Man's Land. Let me know if you're interested. But let me probably need to buy a. I'm looking for a chainsaw. There we go. Okay, got the chainsaw. Okay, so if you do want to play, the only thing I ask you to do is go follow my Twitter. The link is should be in the description. Is it? Is it not? No, it's not. Let me see if I can post it real quick. Just give me a minute. Trying to get the You don't have Twitter? Okay. Do you have Twitch? Just throw this in the. Okay. Let's see. Alright, I'm just putting some stuff in the description real quick. And then, yeah, so my Twitch account is actually, yeah, I don't have, to tell you the truth, I have no clue what Discord is. What is Discord? That's okay. Let's see here. Okay, I put the info down in the description for both the Twitter and Twitch. If Jeffers, you just want to go follow my um, Twitch account, and if you want, like I said, if you want to play, you can jump on. Okay. I think I gotta go back to the store and yeah, but the um Twitch account is gonna be Lucero Gaming 0304. I'll put it in the chat. And you'll see my same logo as you see here on the YouTube channel. It's a place where people go to make some friends and hang out. That's about the... Okay, so... It's... Okay, I got you. Oh, not even paying attention. Okay. Let's see here. Actually, let me see if there's anything used. I don't see nothing. Trying to find the cheapest. John Deere. Alright, I think this would be a good one. Since it has a front loader. And then what, a plow? Can cultivators make their own fields? Can't remember if it does or does not. the other thing, I need to do. Alright, I'm just trying to get all these settings set up real quick. You you can't join the Twitch, or like join like as a follower on it. Let's see, can this tractor pull it? Not even close. Okay. Try this one. Oh, you can't join on FS22, is what you're saying, right? And Forza Horizon 5, it takes that much gigs? That much data? Dang. The only game that I know that takes a lot of data is Warzone. I guess I don't have that much money. I'm probably start leasing everything. Oh, okay. But no worries there, Jeffers. That's crazy though that it took a much. You had to undownload it just to 112 gigs. Jeez, that's a lot. And what is that game? Is that the racing game? I don't think this tractor can do it. Um, I mean, let me just double check. I don't think this tractor is going to be able to pull this plow. I say you can even tell that I don't know. I don't think it's going to pull it. Oh, okay. Is it an open world game or what? Is that the reason why it's so massive? Okay, let me see. Actually, it's doing it. Yeah, it's doing it. Okay. Oh, so it's the graphics that are doing it. Wow. That's insane. Well, let me see here. I don't think I own this patch. No, I do not. Okay. So this is all grass. And I think the big thing I want to do with this series is actually do a ranch, basically. Start a animal farm. But I'm just trying to figure out if I should just mow this now and get some hay out of it. Oh, what do you guys think? I think first things first. Nope. Get rid of this. I think this is gonna be in the way. Hopefully it's not. Oh, good. Not too heavy. So do you play it on PC? I keep pushing the wrong button. I keep thinking the Alright, so I'm gonna have to go get a stump grinder, huh? Yeah. Okay. Jeez, this plow that heavy? Good thing I didn't get a small tractor. Yeah, I think I'm gonna mow some of it, and then whatever I mow, do. Cause I'm trying to figure out the first animal should probably be chickens, right? I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those series that's just jump in and go. But as of right now, I'm gonna lease everything. I cannot afford to buy unless you know there's a way to add more money. So let me know down below in the comments. And eventually, everything will probably be bought. How are you guys liking this game though? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get a stump grinder. Let's probably just mow everything on the side of this here. The bad thing is it has weeds in it, but I don't think the cows and the sheep care. And how is your night going so far? Again, if you're just joining the live stream and you want to play, let me know down in the comments. Yeah, that should be good. My night's going pretty good there, Jeffers. Kind of an easy day today for me. And probably next weekend, I'm gonna try to do a Saturday and Sunday live stream, and one of those days will be again the continuance of this map, and then the whatever day I did not do this one would be another train sim gameplay video. That's one thing I love about this game is the building. There's something about it that is I guess amusing. Ranger, how's it going there? I guess I can always start the animals too because I can always buy the feed and all that stuff at the store. But would it be worth me to make this into hay? I can't remember what animals. I think all of them could take hay or grass. So I wish there was a mower in the game that would cut all these big old shrubs. Cause that's annoying. Paid for free? Come on, tractor. He's like freaking out on me. Oh, okay. Understandable. When you got things to do, you got things to do. Now, I think I'm just gonna mow this part right here, this big old square. Get rid of these trees. And then I'm debating if I should make this cut into hay or just leave it as grass. 9:30. So you're in mountain time. The worst part of the day? Huh. Yeah, I guess that's my that's the moment I transitioned from doing the doing stuff during the day to relaxation at night. So I'm so used to playing on a map that has everything ready to go, the field and all that. So this is my first time playing No Man's Land. So what do you think the first animals will be there, Jeffers? I'm saying chicken. They're really easy, cheap, but they just don't produce a whole lot of money. But then again, they're easy. Yeah, I'm an hour ahead of you in Central Time. No, I was saying, what should be the first animal? I'm kind of thinking chicken, since they're inexpensive, they're easy. Because eventually I'm gonna get this map to where we self-sustain myself. I don't need to go to the store and buy all the products. Oh, that's great. Somebody's in what is it called? The hour, the time zone before Central. Because there's Pacific, Mountain, Central, Eastern. Okay, yeah, Eastern. You're saying not chickens? Okay. Yeah, chickens are easy. Like I said, they just don't have they don't make a whole lot of money. Pigs are, to me, pigs are a lot of work, but they reproduce so fast. I think they're a good animal to sell. So is a sheep. Sheep are pretty cheap. They're pretty easy to manage, and their wool is decent, right? When you sell it. I know there's cows out there, but cows are expensive. They take a long time to produce things. There's a lot of micromanaging. Their return is really good. Do you know how I can get rid of these shrubs? I tried every mower on my other series. I just can't figure out what am I doing wrong. Man, it didn't look that big when I started it. Yeah, I think let me see, I'm still debating. It's gonna be sheep or not chickens. Um, Sheep and pigs. Yeah, I haven't really done a whole lot of animals either. I think it was just, I think I done chickens and a very short, mostly chickens in FS 17, and then very short duration of cows. So how is that Forza Horizon game? How do you like it? Yeah. Um, I think in this game, FS22, a lot of the animals now, like the way that they design their pens, like automatically collects water, which is weird. So some of the like, I think if you pay for the more expensive pen, you don't have to worry about water a whole lot. Food, you still got to worry about that, and I think cleaning them is something they took away too, so you don't have to micromanage cleaning them. I've seen videos on YouTube about animals, and if I remember correctly, that's what they were saying. Is it it's online, right? That Forza? I've seen commercials and it looks pretty cool. Like yeah, like what you were saying, how realistic it is. It would be nice to throw on Spotify or something, but I still don't know how you can use that without YouTube hitting me with the copyright strike. Got that done pretty quick. Finish this little part right here. It's online, but it's not worth it because no chat and it locks your Microsoft account. So they, wow. Are you able to like customize your cars and all that stuff? $70? And all you gotta do is drive around? And is that like a higher package of the game, or is that just like the base price of just that one, of just that game? You just joined us in the chat. How is it going, everyone? But customizing your cars, I don't think is still worth. I don't know if it's worth 70 bucks for a game, but that's crazy. I I, I complain when they're like 50, 60 bucks. Yeah, I'm just gonna do make this all into hay. Let's wait till this unfolds, and I think I'm gonna go get a stump grinder real quick. And probably another. Yeah, I'll probably give me another tractor. This one I'm just gonna buy a real cheap one. Not even buy, I'm gonna rent it. But I can get a medium tractor for cheaper. Oh yeah. I guess I'll just get the same one as I have now. No, not that one. John Deere. There we go. I'm gonna need a trailer. The base game is about $70 Canadian. Okay. That's crazy. 70 bucks. Let's see here. The other question is, can you actually... Can you attach it to the front? Of your tractor? Dogecoin. I heard of it. Is it kind of like I heard it was somebody I worked with. What is Dogecoin? Okay, thank goodness. I was didn't want to buy something or rent something else. So I own this side by side right here, and then the other tractor I was in, I also own that. Oh, okay, I got you. So it's the base amount is like every other game. It's just tax is about $10 more dollars basically. pass it on. Oh, there it is right there. That even ruins the ground. Is Bitcoin? Yeah, so the guy I used to work with, he was explaining to me about Bitcoin and crystals and Dogecoin, and oh, he lost me. Like that's a lot of information. I keep pushing the wrong button. Okay. What am I stuck on? These branches? Good thing these logs are pretty light. So how do you sell Dogecoin? Like how do you sell that Bitcoin type of thing? Is it kind of like stocks? I guess let's push it down. Seriously? I guess this was one way to take it faster. No. Okay. Well, before I forget where that stump is at, let me grind that. It was right here, wasn't it? I swear it was in these bushes right here. Unless I grounded it already. Is that it right here? Okay, there it is. Bitcoin, there's a max number of Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I have. I've never really looked into that Bitcoin type of thing. It kind of confuses me, but it could just be me. Like, I don't really even understand stock either. The good thing I can always sell this wood. Probably won't make much money, but oh, battery's dead. All right, well, let me go get the next battery pack. Give me a couple minutes there. Okay, I'm back. The wonderful thing of the Xbox One controller. So where do you actually buy Dogecoin at? Like, is there a specific site that you recommend over something else, or I got those two trees right there, and I think those two are in there too. Actually, I got three over here. What? Okay. Well, I guess that's one way to get rid of the tree. Dude, the physics in this game it makes me laugh. Just the idea of you the idea of you just making a tree disappear. That's funny. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Can you make some pretty good money on Dogecoin? See, I'm gonna have to research it and see exactly how that works. The one thing that I want to get into, and actually buy is a PC. Oh, okay, that's how I can get rid of these bushes. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Scrap mechanic. Is that another sim game? Dude, it's funny because this game makes me laugh all the time because the dumb things you can do in here. And it doesn't make any sense, but I mean it's better than screwing up something. And then I go play Train Sim World and I'm just like, seriously? Yeah, there's so many problems with that game. Not, I guess not a whole lot of problems, but there's some things that they can update. It is nice to be on a map with no cars though, because the AI in this game, they're crazy. And if for some reason in this game over FS17, like they drive so much faster and they drive crazier. Crap mechanic. But it is pretty cool that that they come out with simulation games. Oh yeah, Train Sim World is one of the best games out there. Realistic. Now, don't get me wrong, it is a fun game, but my biggest problem with that game is it takes so long to do anything. And all you do is one mess up and you're done. No save, no nothing. It's like when you climb the mountain on Sand Patch Grade and you have like four locomotives or like the big units and you're literally crawling up the mountain, going like 4 miles an hour, with like 30 cars on you. I just don't understand why it's not more realistic in that sense of in that sense. So scrap mechanic, is it like you build your own business as like a junkyard? You gotta like tear stuff apart and sell it? Yeah, the 4400s. It's like those things can pull, and I'm talking pull. Each unit has about 4,500 horsepower to like 5,000. So when you hook up 3 units and pulling up 30 cars, I mean, you should pull it up there with no problem. But in that game, it's like you're towing the space shuttle with like one GP38. Is that game on Xbox One? Do you know that? What'd you say? Scrap? Yeah, scrap mechanic. I got burnt out playing um Train Sim World. Oh, the um the DLC that I just did not care for was the Cane Creek. I don't know if you play that one. The Cane Creek is I think it would have been an awesome game, but they just didn't put so much detail in it. And you pretty much go from like one side of the map to the next. And it's like 27, 28 miles. And just to go from the yard to that, from the main yard to that switching yard, basically, it's at 28 miles. It takes you in real life like 2.5 hours to get there, and you're doing like 15, 20 miles an hour. There's no signals. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's crazy. Okay, I need to change the Where is it at? Looking for the time. Okay, there it is. I do 5% for right now. Have it on real time, and it's been like 10 o'clock for the last hour. Yeah, and then I like when you load in whatever scenario or timetable you want to play, it tells you an hour or 45 minutes, and that's like 2 hours. You're into it, and it's like, okay, because for some reason the game never sets up the locomotive correctly. Too. That's another thing that I can't stand, is especially when you're going over a mountain and like only your lead locomotive is cut in, and you're struggling to get up there. Yeah, 10 o'clock there. Yeah, I've been, how long have I been streaming now? Let's see. At 9:30 in the game. Oh yeah, this is gonna go by so quick. The width on this machine is, I mean, look at that pile right there. We pushing out builds like nothing. So Jeffers, you were saying that it was $70, 70 Canadian dollars. So do you live in Canada? Yeah. Well, again, that's the reason why I started my YouTube channel, is because I think the first time I played, I think it was the Train Sim World, the first one, and I was brand new. I knew what I was doing because I used to be a freight conductor, but I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start new because I don't know exactly what this game wants me to do. And it literally tells me, okay, here's the intro, here's the button to turn on this thing, have fun. Okay. Um, Turning on just doesn't necessarily set up your locomotive. And so now I'm here. And it seems like I help a lot of people out with that game because they just don't explain everything that you need to know. Like the other thing too is signals, and I mean you can have the cheater on the top corner of your screen, red, yellow, and green, but I know a lot of people that run them because you don't ever know where they're gonna be, and so that's why I started my channel and wanted to help people out with things that I know. But yeah, they need to do better tutorials or something to help out new players. Which don't get me wrong, I don't mind making videos and helping out people, but at the end of the day, it's your product, it's your game, and that should be the developer's responsibility to make sure that the people that are actually buying their game understands it, knows how to play it. Crazy. So you live in Canada, and I'm all the way south in the United States in Texas. So that helicopter, that's pretty cool. Yeah, and that's what I like about Train Sim World is like it actually allows you to start up the locomotives and do different switches and actually see it um, from the realistic side of the railroad. You don't understand the lights like the headlights or just all the lights in general. But it is also cool that you can play trains around the world, and you can experience it without even spending your own money, thousands of dollars to go see it, which is probably be better in real life. But I think that's pretty cool that it does pull up extra real railroads around the world. The track lights. Oh, so you're talking about the signals? Yeah. So if you're talking about the signals, the Sand Patch, which is CSX, and then you have um, I can't speak for passenger, and foreign lines to me, but the Sand Patch is CSX, and then the Cane Creek is UP, and they do have differences in their sequence of lights. So, some of them could be if they're flashing yellow with a green, it could mean that you're um, going to a different track. It's two different companies, kind of the same meaning, but different way that they sequence them. So that could be confusing. Yeah, it is a pretty cool game, but it has its flaws. I think the developers, it seems like these last couple years, did they do it in the first installment of Train Sim World? It seems like they always just keep pushing out content and content and content, and not really fixing the other maps or updating them. Yeah, so a flashing light, depends on what line you're on. Like I said, it you can basically, I'm trying to remember because when I worked for the railroad, I dealt a lot with the BNSF, and so yeah, the BNSF, the UP, and now playing Sand Patch Grade, the CSX, they have it's you use the same three colors, but they're just different sequence. And yeah, usually flashing means that you're going to be diverging um, onto another track. So you're going to be going into a siding. And usually we call them turnouts. And so a turnout is that the switch that brings you from one track to the next. And usually those are 30 miles an hour and under. Now some of them you can do 40 to 50, and you'll see a lot of those on the passenger lines. Yeah, and yeah, you have if I think if you're what you're trying to say is there's three different lights, so it's kind of like a traffic light, but it's um, vertical. And you'll have red, green, yellow, white, dark, flashing. Oh, I mean, I can flashing this, flashing that can mean slow orders, um, diverging, approaching. I mean, it gets real confusing. But let me see here. Say with this one. Are you talking about the lights on Sand Patch? 'Cause I know I did a video and I think it was Cane Creek. I have not done a signal video yet on the channel for Sand Patch, which hopefully I can get one done here in the next month or so. You basically just look to see if it's red and stop, huh? That's yeah, and see a lot of times I can't remember what railroad it was, but um, a dark signal, so no lights at all, or a white light is what we call lunar. That means a stop. And here's my favorite part of this game right here. This is so satisfying. Bailing. Yeah, I'll have to do a video on the sand patch signals. No. Again, I don't. If the developers are trying to go off of realism, if a signal is dark, um, it's a no-go. It's kind of like if you're at a traffic light and the traffic lights are out, and you kind of use that um, intersection as a use that light as a stop sign at the intersection. It's basically the same thing if the signals are dark, because it could mean there's a malfunction, and so you don't want to enter a block with another train in it. And so we were always trained to, yeah, we were trained if you see a dark signal to always think about it. It's a red signal. Now there's some I think if it's a man, I can't remember. I can't remember what sequence it is. There was a sequence where it tells you if you're following a train. So if you're in one block and there's another train in the next block going in the same direction you are, it will tell you a pattern. And I think it was um, flashing yellow over red. Yeah, it just depends. And then like when you're if you're coming down into the yard on Sand Patch, there's that signal that governs if you're gonna keep on the main track or if you're gonna go into the siding into the yard. Always expect that to be a stop signal. Okay, I'll try to come out with a video on the channel that hopefully I can explain it with the actual lights, like I did with the one with Cane Creek. And the other thing too is you can always um, research CSX signals, and it would actually Google it, and you go into the images, and it actually will pull up images of actually every single signal that the CSX and in real life goes off of. And I noticed that the developers actually pulled that information from there on the Cane Creek at least. So if you're always stuck, you can always go check that out. And that actually will explain each um each signal. Because they're not gonna, the game is not gonna totally give us every single signal that they use, because like I said, I mean, it can get real confusing. You can have follow signals, speed restrictions, stopping, diverging, merging, um, slow orders. I mean, all kinds of stuff. So I think they just give the basic knowledge of stop, go, slow down, prepare to stop. And this baler makes some big bales. How cold is it where you're at? All right. Besides these bushes, this little patch right here looks pretty good. Now we'll get a bale pickuper. Say the light for the railroads where I live are constantly being checked on, and trains sometimes stop by the dog park and get service. Okay. If they're coming off of like a mountain or a grade, they could be knocking off retainers. So each railroad car has um a way you can actually not set brakes. I'm trying to say how easy I can explain this. So when you're running a train and your automatic brake controls the automatic brake controls the entire train from your locomotives and your cars. And so what the retainers do is if you set it, there's three positions, exhaust, high pressure, and slow direct. And so normally each car is always set to exhaust. And so if you set, I don't know, let's say 30% on your automatic, it's going to reduce 30% on that brake in the exhaust. And then once you release it, since that retainer is set to exhaust, it will leak all the air out from that system. If it's slow direct, if it's on the slow direct setting, what it does is once you put a set on it and you knock off the set, so let's say again you put 30% on and then you go back to zero, well, slow direct, it will slowly bleed off the air. And then high pressure is no matter if you put 30% and then you knock it off and go back to 0%, it will constantly be 30% on the brakes. And so if you're coming down a grade with a train, we always set our retainers to high pressure so it helps control the train down the grade. And so it's a safety thing that they install on those so you don't run a train off the side of a mountain or something like that. Yeah, so your automatic controls the entire train, including your locomotives, and then your independent only controls your locomotive brakes. And so if you ever notice that if you're messing with the brakes and if you go too far, I think left on your independent, it says bail off. When you bail off, you're knocking off the automatic pressure, the automatic brake pressure, off only your locomotive brakes. So you'll have the entire train with air on them, but once you bail them off, your locomotive brakes will be zeroed. Yeah, dynamic braking is kind of like reverse thrusters in an aircraft or a Jake brake. It's basically you reverse you reverse the current of the traction motors to help you slow down. So yeah, it's engine braking, and instead of um, wearing down the brake shoes, you're using kinetic energy in the motors to reverse. Yes, sir. Independent brake is locomotive brake, and then your automatic is the entire train. But I always put in the I always categorize them as the cars. Um, what the heck happened to my tires? I have no tires on this trailer. Seriously? It's hard for me to pull. I don't know if it's because it's heavy or because I had no tires, but you can see it's floating. So I wonder if the game is not registering them or glitch or something out. Yeah, what happened to them? That's funny. Like I said, it's hard to pull it because, again, I don't know if it's because it's heavy or what. Okay. Hold on. I don't know why people don't got anything better to do than post stupid stuff like that. Yeah, it must be a texture glitch. Let's see if it fixes itself once I unload these. Yeah, I streamed a couple times on Twitch, and I had some weird random sayings or something like that, but I've never had something like that ever posted on the. Oh, it's a bot. Pretty cold in Canada. There's only two left. I got 14 bells off this big old patch right here. Well, it hasn't fixed it, so I think I'm gonna return it and go from there. And this is so Ooh, yeah. This is so unorganized, but cold. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, a lot of people here in Texas think these last couple of days were pretty cold, but I don't think 30 degree Fahrenheit is pretty cold. Okay. Yeah, that's weird. The Wilcox are on there, though. Alright, let me go get those last trees. Yeah, I think it's funny. Put that person into timeout. This is the easiest way to probably get rid of these trees. Oh, don't fall. I wonder, can I look at that? I can drive right over it and make it disappear. -20 Celsius. Okay. And us Americans, we don't really go off of that. So, okay, so your guys' freeze point is at 0, right? 0 degrees Celsius? Let me just ask Google real quick. Let's see here. Okay. Um, so it's showing 4 below 0 on Fahrenheit. Yeah, that would be pretty cold. Yeah, I used to live in Wisconsin many years ago, and that was my first time ever experiencing negative, really cold weather. Lots of snow and cold. Yeah, don't you love technology? Okay. now, no, um, I think it's in this in the menu. Try to put a dang it. Exactly. No. Yeah, 3 feet of snow. Which is pretty ironic on New Year's. It snowed here in Texas, and we got 3 inches, which made the whole city freak out. Is that what I'm? See, I can't remember exactly how to do it. I swear it was in this. Yeah, global cooling. And the only time it snows or gets cold in Texas is from like mid-January to I want to say mid to end February. So we have a very, very short window of the cold season. But I'm very shocked on how cold it really gets here and for it being flat. So seriously, where happened to the it was under it was in this it was in the not the pause menu but the other menu. What? Let me see here. I don't know. I wonder if the game is glitching out. We got tires missing. Yeah, so I swear it was a menu. Buildables it was called, but I don't see it. Yeah, there was in one of those menus it would say buildables, and then you're able to design your farm, and then also it gave you the ability to set up animal pastures and pens like that. I did, because these last couple of days I was figuring out what map I wanted to play, and I picked this one, and I was like, well, I'm gonna put some animals, and I figured out the way to do it, and then now it's not there. Well, if I can't find it, then I'm gonna create not a big field. But start getting something in the ground. Now I'm stuck. I maybe design a pen. I just want to hook up to this plow. Okay. Alright, let me go back in the menu button real quick. And yeah, see if I come into construction. And it actually says on the bottom right hand corner, it's saying large cow shed for big cows and some donkeys to create a 2-liner. So now I'm pushing select, which is the right thumbstick, and nothing. The only button I'm not pushing is the B button. That would send me back or exit the menu. Can you have animals in this map? You don't have any animal barns or pasture. First place a barn to be able to buy some of them animals. Okay. When the heck did I become bald? Okay. I think the game is glitching or something. Look at that. Now I have just feet and hands. Okay. That's the only thing I can think of. It's not registering in the game because that is really weird on why it's not allowing me to buy it or even build anything. And I'm assuming you can probably have animals on multiplayer, right? I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, even my character pretty much left the game. And so that's what I think I like about this map is you can actually control the sizes, where you want the fields, and all that stuff. You play any Call of Duty or any like first-person shooter games? Yeah, this tractor is having a hard time pulling this little plow. Yeah, it doesn't like it. I can't hire a worker. Oh, GTA. Okay. Are you excited for GTA 6? Yeah, a bigger tractor would have been a lot better for this job. But they're expensive. Even to lease them is like, what, a couple grand? No, you're not excited for the game? You know what Rockstar game um, that I really enjoyed was Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, it seems like all the GTA games sucked besides San Andreas. That's one of my that's my favorite GTA games out there. But yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2. You never played that game? Oh man, you gotta if you like the Grand Theft Auto type of games and the Wild West, you'll enjoy Red Redemption 2. And so far, out of all the games I've played in my entire life, Red Dead Redemption 2 probably has one of the best campaign storylines out of all the games I've ever played. I can't believe GTA 5 is still coming out with new content after what is it, 12 years now? 10 years? No, more like 8. Like 8 years or something. And people play it like it got released yesterday. Yeah, I'm gonna break this tractor. Oh, Forza has a storyline in it? Kind of is like a story kind of like the Fast and Furious game movies. Kind of like in that context where they are in clubs and race and all that stuff. Yeah, it just got kicked out of the server. Did that just happen? It just kicked me out. The used storage device is no longer available. Do you want to select another? So did it just delete what I just did? Okay, so multiplayer and career is not working. Hmm. Alrighty then. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to probably restart the game or the console. That's wild. Oh, okay, I see. Go to Mexico and do a mission over there, huh? And like, what do the missions consist of? Yeah, yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 was a pretty good game. Well, this sucks. I'm gonna have to figure out what happened. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Hopefully I can figure something out with it. Forza Horizon. I'm gonna have to check it out. I watch a couple YouTube videos about it and see how it is. But yeah, I will be back next weekend. I'm not too sure if it's gonna be Saturday or Sunday. If it's gonna be one of those days or both of them. Kind of hard to tell. Okay, racing, cool. Well, yeah, I'll check it out on YouTube. But yeah. Well, thanks again for everybody that viewed, especially you, Jeffers. Hopefully, we see you all next weekend. Um, Hopefully Wednesday there will be another video on the channel. If not Friday, but I will see everybody a week from now. Have a good night and see you guys later.